What's up, you guys? Welcome back to my channel, Just Des TV. Thank you guys for stopping by. Y'all already know what it is. Y'all seen the thumbnail. That's why you clicked on this video, right? Y'all want to hear me talk crap about Diddy and R. Kelly and Usher and Neo and who else, child? Who else? I'm not gonna talk crap about Diddy's kids, but his kids had something to say. And I'm gonna read that to y'all. Okay? And we're gonna talk about the fact that there is another victim that came out. Girl, I got the statement. She was crying online the other day because he had traumatized her life. And we're going to talk about it, child. We're going to talk about it. So let's get right into it. We're going to start off light as we always do. We're going to start off light like we always do. And then we're going to work our way up. We're going to start off light, child. Usher got online the other day. He didn't even get online, but somebody peeped the fact that Usher and some little minions that he got working in his back lab got online and deleted 7,000 of his old tweets overnight. Now, I can see if you deleted 7,000 tweets in a matter of like days, overnight. That's why he said he got a workshop of minions in his laboratory somewhere in the back. In his basement, because y'all already know he probably got a basement, allegedly, I don't know. But somewhere in that basement, in that lab, those minions worked overtime to delete those 7,000 texts. Tweets. How do you delete 7,000 tweets overnight? Unless you deleted your whole account. I don't know, I don't even know. Can you do that, though? Is it possible that you could do that? Old tweets from back in the day. Maybe, you know, it's getting hot in the hot seat. He didn't want to incriminate himself. He didn't want to attach himself to Diddy the way that people have been linking his 13-year-old butt to Diddy and, you know, Justin Bieber and all of that stuff like that, and calling him some, you know, questionable things. Not Justin Bieber, but Usher, because of the fact that he introduced and let Justin Bieber stay with Diddy for like 48 hours. They calling him some things and they asking him to come to the stage and be accountable for that, because we got a whole album that Justin Bieber put out about the Diddy situation. I listened to those lyrics and I was just like, my heart ached for him. And then I seen, a while ago, I had seen the videos where Diddy was saying, oh, he gonna hang with me for 48 hours. Justin Bieber looked scared out of his mind. And then when he met back up with Diddy after a couple of years or so, and Diddy was like, oh, you don't call me no more. You be dodging my phone calls, blah, 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 blah. Justin Bieber looked scared out of his mind. When I tell you, I'm sure y'all already saw it. I don't even have to tell y'all, because I'm sure y'all already seen the videos. They've been circulating for a while. That kid looked like he was scared out of his mind. Okay? His phone shook up and down like 1,000 times before he was like, I got your number. I'm not making fun of that kid. I'm not going to do it. But anyway, it was just sad. So they wanted Usher to come to the stage for that introduction and allowing him as a guardian to spend 48 hours with Puffy. And then the fact that he deleted that 7,000 tweets overnight. Child, what are you hiding? What are you trying to hide? What are you trying to disassociate yourself from? Now, listen, I would probably delete maybe one or two. But 7,000, that's excessive. That's excessive. What was he tweeting back then? I don't even have Twitter, so I wouldn't even know. But what was he tweeting back then? Child, what was he tweeting back then? I want to know. I want to know, child. I want to know. So, on top of that, we got R. Kelly co-signing for Diddy, child. R. Kelly comes online again from prison, talking about how he don't think Diddy did it. It's a conspiracy, and he don't think Diddy did it. You didn't even believe that you did it. And we have video evidence to prove it. So, we already know that your vision is obscured. So, boy, shut up. Go do your time. You caping for Diddy to be your cellmate? Is that what it is? You want him to be your cellmate? I think that's what it is. I think that's why you stepping up and saying what you need to say, because you want him to be your cellmate. It's all right though. It's all right. You love him. We love him too. It's all right. No, we don't. No, we don't. I really don't. I was lying. I was lying. I was lying. We don't. But it is what it is. Don't pay me no attention. I'm on this other high. Y'all don't even understand. It's a natural high. So I'm just saying whatever. We don't love him. He needs to be held accountable for his actions and his misdeeds. But R. Kelly should not be the one that is caping for him. I feel like you should just shut the heck up. Go sit the F down somewhere and do your time in peace. Because we don't want to hear another thing from you. But I'm sure we will. Because every child predator, you're going to have something to say. Okay? You're going to have something to say about it. Trust me. Child, Diddy's kids finally speaks out. Now, y'all already know from my other video that I am more sorry for the kids than anything else. His daughters, you know, they're like, oh, they don't know this person. They don't know who this, y'all painting this picture of my dad. That's not the dad that I know. This, that, and the third. Understandable. You know, and I do feel sorry for them, and I do feel sorry the fact that they have to live the rest of their life with this taint on them because of him. They got to go to school. The kids in school probably talking about it. There's a lot going on, but the Quincy and Christian and Jesse and Delilah, they wrote a letter, a statement, and thank you to Lovely T. I'm gonna put it up here. Thank you to Lovely T. I pulled it off of her thing, and it says we've seen so many hurtful and false rumors circulating about our parents, Kim Porter and Sean Combs' relationship, as well as about our mom's tragic passing, that we feel the need to speak out. Claims that our mom wrote a book are simply untrue. She did not, and anyone claiming to have a manuscript is misrepresenting themselves. Additionally, please understand that any so-called friends speaking on behalf of our mom or her family is not a friend, nor do they have her best interest at heart. Our lives were shattered when we lost our mom. She was our world, and nothing has been the same since she passed. While it has been incredibly difficult to reconcile how she could be taken from us too soon, the cause of her death has long been established. There was no foul play. Grief is a lifelong process, and we ask that everyone respect our request for peace as we continue to cope with her loss every day. We are deeply saddened that the world has made a spectacle of what has been the most tragic event of our lives. Our mother should be remembered for the beautiful, strong, kind, and loving woman she was. Her memory should not be tainted by horrific conspiracy theories. We ask that everyone please respect our mother, Kim Porter, and hold her legacy in high regards so that she may rest in peace. It's what she deserves. We love you and miss you, Mom. So even though they spoke out and wrote that letter was to their mother. That letter wasn't saying anything about their dad. One of the other babies got online and said she actually made a statement about her dad when she said that, that's not the person she knew. That's not the person she grew up with. That was that. But this letter particularly is more geared towards Kim Porter and her legacy and, the things that how they felt for and towards their mom, and the fact that they don't want her name dragged into all of the things that is surrounding their dad. They didn't really mention him in the letter outside of the beginning, saying the stuff that they've heard. But everything else in the letter, pretty much, as y'all see, I read, was really focused on Kim Porter and her legacy and stuff like that. That's because somebody had leaked or even started selling on Amazon her memoir, but then they were saying that it was fake and all of this stuff like that. And there's a lot of stuff going on. You really can't decipher what's real and what's fake. until all the facts unravel. There's a lot of stuff. There's a lot of moving parts to this case. So we just gonna have to wait and figure it out. The other day I was on TikTok and this girl was talking about how she was a toy for one of the Diddy's parties, and the way the toys were, you would prop them up on tables for people to like touch and play with and have fun with or do whatever they want to do. She looked really traumatized. She was a 304 girl. And she really looked traumatized, because to the point where sometimes you could see her like zoning out. I didn't want to record it because I felt like that was an invasion of privacy. I didn't want to like record it and save it for y'all, because I just feel like some things are not meant to be like mass shared. And that's just my own personal feelings, because when I was listening to her story, I felt really bad. She was talking about how she was in a foster home for like, from the time she was like 13 or 12, and there was a bunch of little black kids that was around, and they were so quote unquote these toys for these parties. And somebody else was recording her, so it was like an interview type thing or something like that. But I didn't want to record it and share it with y'all. I just wanted to just mention it because it was relevant, and there's a lot of stuff going on around about these parties and stuff. So yeah, but it was on TikTok circulating this week. She was saying how she was a 304 girl, and you know, it started from when she was in foster care and the fact that they neglected them, and she called out the foster care name as well, like all of that stuff in the video. And I was just like, ooh, this is too much. How did I get over here, child? Because TikTok be taking me to some places. But yeah, I didn't want to put it out there because I was just like, ugh, this one is a little bit touchy. And I would have had to probably put up a warning the way she was, the stuff that she was saying. I would have had to put up a trigger warning, and I didn't want to do that. But yeah, so that girl came out, you know, the kids came out and they spoke out. A lot of people are, you know, they just want the facts. I feel like I'm one of those people too. I just want the facts. I want everything laid out. I want to read it. I want to hear it, examine statements and stuff like that. But then also, I wanted to discuss with, somebody called me and I'm not answering the phone. She's gonna have to wait. I also wanted to discuss the fact that this Eric Adams case is linked to, they're trying to link the Eric Adams case to Diddy. And we're going to talk about it a little bit. I have some of the documents for Eric Adams' case as well. So y'all already know the mayor of New York, Eric Adams, pretty much is under indictment now. And he's under investigation. And they're doing an investigation. They hadn't been investigating him according to the court documents, which y'all will see at the end. I'll post them after the video of the girl who came out against Diddy. But this all is kind of like linked together. According to the court documents, Eric Adams had been under the investigation for 12 years from the time he had been in office. Because before that, y'all know that he was an activist against the NYPD and all of that stuff. The fire department, the police department, all of that stuff. Now they're saying that Eric Adams was taking, what did they say? It says in 2014, Eric Adams, the defendant, became the Brooklyn borough president. Thereafter, for nearly a decade, Adams sought and accepted improper, valuable benefits such as luxury international travels, including from wealthy foreign business people, at least Turkish government officials. So what they're saying is that, I post the pictures of the hotel and everything. They're saying that it was a give and take with him and the Turkish government, that they would pay for these lavish trips. And I'll show you the rooms and stuff. And then in turn, they were building a building in NYC, and they wanted him to forego the fire department, the inspection portion of it, so that they could just build the building. So that's one of the reasons why he was in jail. But they also kind of like tied him back to, they're trying to tie that into the Diddy situation, saying that all of these people like Bishop, Whitehead, Puff Daddy, Eric Adams, that they all tie in together. That's why they was investigating all of that. And y'all already know, if y'all watch it, Bishop Whitehead, he always said that they wasn't after him initially. Never they was after him. They was always after Eric Adams and his affiliation and his friendship with Eric Adams. And then pretty much Eric Adams had an affiliation or friendship with Diddy. My whole thing is, a lot of the people who like in these pictures close to Diddy, caught on these, these videos with Diddy, we haven't heard them say anything really about Diddy. I haven't seen Bishop T.D. Jakes since they leaked those pictures of him being at a Diddy party. Jay-Z has never said anything since all of this stuff started. Stevie J tried to get online looking like a fool, but he didn't say anything. Words didn't come out of his mouth. He was just standing in front of the camera. Who else? There's a lot of people that was caping for him that we don't hear say much of nothing now. They all trying to, I guess, clean their own closets out before anything. Child, it's a hot mess. But I'm sure a whole bunch more is going to come out. So I don't know if allegedly Eric Adams is affiliated with Diddy in any sort of way, but they all going down, child. They all going down. And I'm just going to be watching the chips fall at this point. Child, 2024 is trying to go out with a bang. 2025, I'm going to need you to come in a quiet storm. Just come in like a quiet storm. Do what you need to do and just let us relax, because the whole of 2024, ever since Cat Williams let the cat out of the bag, we've been on our toes in 2024. The 2024 was all Diddy. 2025 might be all Jay-Z, because slowly but surely stuff is trickling out about Jay-Z as well. So I don't know what's happening. But on top of all of these things and everything else I discussed in this video, all is alleged, all is just my opinion. Another woman came out. I'm going to play the video for y'all. Another woman came out and said that Diddy assaulted her. She said that she was, with child behind this situation and everything. I'm going to play the video. The video was mad long, but y'all already know how I do. I'm going to speed it up, because ain't nobody got that kind of time between them crying pauses and all of that stuff like that. I don't have that kind of time. And I don't need this video to be long. So I'm going to speed up the video so y'all can hear what she's saying. I'm not going to speed it up too fast so that you can't, because she's speaking really, really low. And she's also there with, what's her name? That lawyer. That lawyer that takes all the essay cases. She's there with her, and they doing what they do. And y'all going to drop down in the comments and let me know what y'all think about this situation. I don't think that she's going to be the last. I feel like she's just one more to add to the list. Then they recently said that one of the escorts is talking to the feds. Child, this is a lot. This is a lot. This is literally like my third or fourth Diddy video in 2 weeks. This is a lot. So much more keeps coming out. I don't know. It's like making my head spin, to be honest with you, that it's so much coming out. But y'all already know. I'm going to play the video, and then at the end of that, I'm going to put the snippets of the Eric Adams court case that I have. The information about how he was being paid and taking, trips and money under the table. But y'all drop that in the comments. Let me know what y'all think about this situation. Thank you guys for stopping by. Don't forget to like, rate, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.
The internal pain after being sexually assaulted has been incredibly deep and hard to put into words. It goes beyond just physical harm caused by and during the assault. It's a pain that reaches into your very core of who you are and leaving emotional scars that may never fully heal. Some of the hardest parts of this pain are the shame and the guilt I have experienced that plays a negative part in my day-to-day ability to function properly. Being blamed, questioned, and threatened has often made me feel worthless, isolated, and sometimes responsible for what happened to me. My family issues made the pain even worse. I was already going through a divorce at the time of the assault and did not get the support that I needed. I was also faced with disbelief and judgment. This has put a strain on my selection of men and relationships. But many relationships became aggressive and abusive, which has made me feel even more alone in my struggles. I go through spells of being distant and withdrawn that it's sometimes so hard to leave my house. The trauma of the assault has taken a toll on my mental health. I've had PTSD, depression, and anxiety. I'm emotionally scarred. It has been hard for me to trust others, to form healthy relationships, or even feel safe in my own skin. Flashbacks, nightmares, and intrusive thoughts make me feel like it's a constant struggle. I also suffer with physical problems such as chronic pain, sexual discomfort. The violation I have experienced during the assault has had lasting effects on my body, causing ongoing health problems and complications. The combination of physical and emotional pain has created a cycle of suffering from which it is so hard to break free. I want to continue on this journey towards recovery and healing. I'm glad that he is locked up, but that's a temporary feeling of relief.